Hey guys, I'm just gonna rapid fire these off really quick because being in front of a camera when I'm not playing music is utterly terrifying for me. So, what's the first instrument you've ever played and how old were you? I was about 3 years old and it was either a Roland or a Boss drum machine. Don't remember the model. What was your first guitar? My first guitar was a Walmart brand guitar. It was a first act classical guitar. Thing was absolutely terrible. When did you start singing and playing guitar? I started playing guitar when I was about 11 years old, and I started singing and playing at the same time when I was either 13 or 14. What is your favorite color? This is. Just anything in this sort of mint green territory is choice. Absolutely love it. How do you get your taps to come out so crisp on the acoustic? Well, first of all, thank you. That's an awesome compliment. And I would say it's probably just because I use really, really heavy gauge strings on my electric guitars and really light gauge strings on my acoustic guitar. So there's not much of a tension difference between the two. Plus, I write with a lot of tapping in my songs, so I get to practice it a lot. Who is your favorite guitarist? Tiger Merritt. Tiger Merritt from Morning Teleportation. That dude is super awesome. What is your favorite math rock band? I'm gonna have to go with Hikes. If not, maybe Elephant Gym. One of those two. How old are you? I am 24 years old, and my birthday is January 1st, in case you were wondering. What's your guilty pleasure music? 80s pop hits, for sure. Where are you from? I'm from Daytona Beach, Florida. That's where I currently reside as well. What other instruments do you play? Piano would be my next best. I also play the drums. And then, really, if you hand me anything with strings, I'll figure it out eventually. Um, what are your three favorite or most inspirational songs? Okay, that one's going to be a little tough. I'm going to say Say to You by Starfucker. Definitely has to be one of them. Um, Harness Your Hopes by Pavement is probably on that list. And Inoculate the Innocuous by the Unicorns definitely has to be on there. Who are your main musical influences? I absolutely love Pavement and the Microphones. Anything that Phil Elverum has done. Modest Mouse definitely made a big impact on me. But I think the deepest seated musical influence for me is Ween. I've been listening to Ween since I was like 3 years old. So those guys kind of implanted themselves in my brain. And to me, that's what music is. So they've made a huge difference on what my style is compared to what anyone else that I know would be. Have you studied anything related to music? Well, I've never studied music theory, but I did take a class in college called Introduction to Electronic Music, as well as one for a cultural study on pop music. So, yes, but not music theory. When writing music, do you start with an idea in mind or does it develop as you go? Music first, lyrics first, etc. For me, it's always been music first. I just start picking up a guitar or a piano or whatever instrument I'm near and I start fiddling around with it. And if something cool comes out that I like, then I start building that into a song. So I usually will have one part written, one like guitar part I really like, or one piano part, or whatever it may be. And then I sort of go from there and just build off of what I've created so far. Um, how did you come up with all of these alternate tunings your songs seem to have? If I'm being totally honest, I Google searched math rock tunings and then just kind of used a few, just messed around with them. Most of them are made so that you can center stuff around the harmonic four, and I don't know what that means, but they sound cool. So yeah, I just sort of Google searched cool tunings to use and messed around with the ones I liked. Uh, If you could meet any one of your idols, but in doing so you'd be rendered unable to meet any others, who would you choose? Well, that would go straight to Tiger Merritt as well. I'd really like to pick that guy's brain, and I'd really, really just like to jam with him, play some music with that dude. Um, who, what, where do you draw musical inspiration from? Mostly from the music itself. So, like I said earlier, I usually start my songs off by just writing music, just sort of playing around on a guitar or whatever. So, once I've started to create something that I like, then that is what inspires me from there. The feeling of the song, or the way the chords move and stuff like that. That's sort of what inspires the songs that I write. Um, and then, have you ever experienced music themed dreams? No, no, I've not. At least not any that I remember. Um, to my knowledge, no. I'm gonna go with no on that one. And then one person just said Corey Lott math rock lessons question mark. Um, I actually am planning on, for my Patreon, just making tutorial videos on there. Um, so look forward to that in the future. And for essential guitar tips, I would say I don't really have a good guitar tip in general, but when it comes to writing guitar parts and stuff, just always do something different. If you did something in a song that you really liked, make sure you absolutely do not do that thing in the next song you write. That's really my only way of keeping things fresh. I always make a conscious effort to not do the thing that I liked from my last song. Um, and that is it. If you guys want to do a full band Q&A session, I would absolutely love that. I know the guys are really, really stoked about it, the idea of that as well. So let us know in the comments if that's a thing you'd be interested in. And thank you, thank you, thank you guys so much for watching these videos. You have no idea how much it means to me. I'm going to end this now before I get awkward or something. So bye.